paper, but not on clothes.
Apparently.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, everyone, welcome to the DC game. I'm Todd.
I'm Alanna.
I'm Adam.
And it's 94 effing degrees outside.
Feels hotter.
Whew. Feels nice.
Yeah.
Again, a lot nicer than the winters, because...
It was 100 degrees yesterday. 102 in my car.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Look how enthusiastic, excited we are. Woo! It's
Woo! Well, we should be excited. There was a lot of big animation news.
Insane amount of animation news.
Batman 11 came out.
Batman 11 did come out, yep.
We have a Batman action figure.
Batman.
So much Batman.
So much Batman.
And of course, I never talked about my thoughts on Supergirl.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
We talked about ours while
Yeah.
eating the ice cream.
Yeah.
I had a milkshake. It didn't bring to the boys to the yard.
Damn
Well, maybe
right.
it wasn't the right one. What'd you get?
I got was it popcorn?
Oh, you got the Supergirl.
The Supergirl popcorn,
well.
ice cream.
Maybe you gotta get a different flavor.
I'm gonna eventually go back to Cold Snow. I'm gonna get the actual ice cream. You had the ice cream, and I'm like, I'll get the other thing.
It wasn't that bad. It was actually really good, and it worked very well together, surprisingly. Because I'm not usually a caramel corn person. I'll have it occasionally, but like, for some reason with that and the ice cream and the caramel all together, just somehow works.
And then someone forgot to bring the cookies.
Yeah, me. Hi. Sorry, we're going to Insomnia. We'll review them like we did with the KFC, like we did with the Cold Stone, so.
Yeah. And, we'll talk a little bit about more about the KFC as well.
Yeah.
But France had an animation festival over the past week.
It's also hot over there.
Yeah. They announced like 10 different projects. I was very shocked. The one that like I did not know anything about was the Get Jiro graphic novel adaptation. For people who don't know, imagine if Quentin Tarantino made a movie about cooking.
Oh, okay.
It's about like a sushi chef fighting the mob and fighting, the city and just like, yeah.
Interesting.
It's the idea came from Anthony Bourdain.
Oh,
sweet.
Sweet.
So it makes it even cooler.
I feel like it'll do well, though.
Yeah. Looks beautiful.
Nice crisp.
Yeah. And I bring it up because it is a graphic novel by DC Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So it just looks good. I was very shocked. That was the one I'm like, yes.
Did it say when it was coming out?
Sometime this year.
Oh, okay.
So
Probably later then.
yeah, it's probably gonna be later.
Because we're actually midway through the year, which is crazy.
But they also announced a crypto cartoon. I was about to sing the theme song. Crypto, the super dog.
God, that was a great show as a kid. They should bring that back.
Oh, I love the crypto little shorts they have on DC. DC.com.
They're just cute and also silly but funny at the same time. It's not just for kids to watch too, because it's like adults can also find entertainment in it. So it's just
And
like
it's canon.
yeah, which is funnier.
The crazy thing is that Crypto gets in so much trouble in each episode, and it's something like something a dog would do, but causes more chaos. Like the Halloween one where Superman ran out of candy, so Crypto goes chase down a whole candy truck. But they always give Superman the bill at the end. It's just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he's like...
And there wasn't much information about crypto. I find it odd that they are making a crypto cartoon. I mean, because we have the shorts, we had the Scooby-Doo movie, we had the actual movie, and then we had the cartoon.
Yeah.
And, maybe we could even count the 1950s TV show.
I guess we can, but at the same time, does it really count?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But, I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. Like, is it going to be like Crypto, the super dog?
I mean...
Is it going to be close to what's, the current Superman?
I think it's going to be closer to the current Superman, just because when you think back to Crypto the Superdog, the cartoon that came out on Cartoon Network, like, years ago, Crypto was a little more responsible in that show, and,
We want the mayhem. I think that would be smart to have that mayhem, that chaos.
Yeah, something different. Because, then it's going to be like, oh, so are they just redoing the Crypto the Superdog series? Whereas in this new one, they should just have him just try and do good, but also cause mayhem. Because,
Should he talk?
No.
No?
No, what it should be is like 3 different shorts in an episode. You get the one with Clark. Clark taking Lois out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clark needs roses. Oh, Crypto sees roses. Oh. Then you get one with Kara.
Yeah, it should be kind of like, how Tom and Jerry has like 2 episodes each?
That's what it should be.
I was gonna ask you, should it be like an actual like Tom and Jerry like episode, like maybe he's, it's Tom and Jerry, but it's with the Joker hyenas.
Yeah, it should be like that.
Or whatever villain of the week,
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of funny. I would like it to be where like he's actually facing like the human villains.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like Crypto versus the hyenas. No, I want it to be Crypto versus the Joker.
Yeah.
I think that would be funny, and I think it'd be really funny. It was like the Joker, and he's using like Looney Tune-esque traps to capture Crypto. I think it'd be really funny. Or with Lobo too. I think that'd be funny with Lobo.
Oh, that'd be funny with Lobo.
Starfire.
Yeah.
They gave us some more details. They showed off Starfire, which looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to Bloodhaven, Gotham City, space. She's meeting with Lobo.
Of course she is.
She's meeting with Lobo's daughter, Crush.
Oh, that'd be great.
Which really excites me, because I feel like I don't know her that well.
The few things I have seen her in, honestly, I like her character a lot. She's really fun. She's just like her dad.
Who's the mother?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay.
Because I still need to get to know her a little more, but I was like, wait a minute. Lobo's got a daughter. She looks just like him, but she must have her mother's eyes. You get your mother's eyes.
When she came on, I kind of missed the books, when she first appeared.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, starting this podcast, I've been reading left and right.
Yeah.
So I don't really know much about her. So it's nice to have a cartoon that's going to introduce us to her.
Yeah, and hopefully they go into a little more detail with her, especially for those who haven't really read the comics. So, because people, they might watch the show and be like, Lobo's got a daughter.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have some sort of explanation. But I feel like that Starfire is going to be great.
Oh yeah, I'm excited because it's not just space.
It's like literally everywhere.
And that means we're going to Bloodhaven. So you know what that means? We're gonna get dick.
Yep.
And she's gonna get some dick.
I love that one scene from that Justice League, or I don't think it was technically Justice League. It was like Titans or whatever. But it's like Nightwing's like, I need you to show me that move again that we practiced, and she's like, now I admire your boldness, but what would the team think? And he's like, what? Very funny. Not that move.
So I am curious to know. It's like, yeah, she's going to Bloodhaven. She's going to meet Dick. Are the Titans showing up? Which I think they're going to.
I think it's quite possible.
And I'm expecting when the Titans do show up, we're going to get, the Teen Titan cast.
Speaking of Starfire and Teen Titans, though, I mean, I'm not fully reading it, but I just found out Starfire officially quit the Titans. Oh. And she officially, left off Earth. She's in space now.
Connect to the cartoon.
And I don't know, it didn't seem very happy when I
Oh.
read into it, so I was just like, oh, that's unfortunate. Now I gotta go read Titans to see what the fuck happened. 'Cause it's like,
I need to read it too because I want to read the Cyborg plot
yeah.
because he's part dark side now.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I was like, wait, how does that work?
Yeah.
Because it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, we gotta read it. I do see our profile customers picking it up. You know, there are a few of them that do have it in their profiles. But it's like, okay, maybe I should actually read this and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because things are happening in it. It's just like, oh shit.
But talking about Darkseid, Mr. Miracle, we just saw more art. There wasn't that much news.
The news is that the cast that voices in Mr. Miracle will be put in live action. Same thing with like Creature Commandos. And they're saying possibly in a couple of months we might be hearing about who's gonna be Darkseid, who's gonna be Mr. Miracle, who's gonna be Barda.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be cool. Because I love the Mr. Miracle book.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great book.
That's one of my favorite books.
I am curious to know what they're going to change. Because I don't feel like this is a direct adaptation. I'm going to tell you the reason why. It's too weird.
Yeah, I mean...
And I'm not saying that you couldn't adapt it and, you know, make it weird and all like that.
But it is a cartoon.
But it's just too weird.
They might end up adding some more flashbacks. Possibly. They might extend it a little bit more, add more detail. I mean, Tom King's writing it.
Yeah.
So.
But, you know, we got talking about connecting the DCU and all like that. Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
Season 2. We got a full look at the team.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really exciting. We're getting new people. We're getting new dynamics.
Being King Shark, which is going to be awesome.
New villain.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Well, but Nosferatu is also going to be in it.
So, that takes place right after the events of Man of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what James Gunn was talking about.
What I'm very curious because Nosferatu and the Bride, they're going to be button heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different dynamic than she was with Nina.
Yeah, like, I can't believe Nina was killed, but at the same time I was like, well, okay, yeah, no, I get it.
Well, she wasn't a fighter, and,
No.
it sucks, but...
It sucks, but Nosferatu, honestly, I can't wait to see their dynamic, honestly, because, the Bride, she doesn't put up with any shit.
Yeah.
And so it makes me wonder, what's Nosferatu gonna do?
And I'm more curious because the Bride is, like, more connected with humans, and I feel like Nosferatu isn't. So, I could totally see that happening, but the big thing they talked about is that there's going to be another emotional story behind our favorite Nazi-killing robot, G.I. Robot.
He got big.
It's not just that he got big, but he's like, there's more to a story.
Yeah, they gave him a bit of a cocktail.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what I'm hoping is the story. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, I'm really hoping that because he's this, thinking, robot, clearly has a conscience. It's just, just programmed to kill Nazis.
Yeah.
He dies and goes to heaven.
Wow.
And what does Amanda Waller do? Rebuilds him. He was in heaven with his men killing Nazis.
Yeah.
And you took that away from him.
I can see that.
He was never the same after I mean, it could also be that he just, there's the scenes in the prison where he's in prison, and all he's doing is this, and he just stares and stares, and they may have, like, experimented on him over the years.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for more Sergeant Rock. I think that's another thing, too. I'm just like, give me more Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
And, if the rumors are true, we're hearing Captain Atom.
Yep.
Which will be cool.
Which I'm very curious about that. It's.
I want to see how it comes into play, too.
Yeah. Because I really thought it was going to be, he was going to lead the team. I think that would have been kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because
they got the Bride leading it.
And I mean, they got the but again, it's like, but who's actually running this team now? Because Amanda Waller's gone.
Yeah.
The dude has started Checkmate. Did he take all the Creature Commandos and they're all part of Checkmate now? Which would be kind of cool. Which would connect more to the comic books because you have Mr. Bones. He's in charge of Checkmate.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening.
That would be great because then it's like, oh, now because all this has happened, now we're going into this.
Mm-hmm. Or they follow what's going on in Satana, and Mr. Bones is now is part of a government organization that deals with magic and monsters. Yeah. So I'm very curious to know who's really in charge. Mm-hmm. But we also know that the one guy is still there. I can't remember his name. The big guy in Peacemaker with the beard.
Oh, what's his name?
The one, the ginger.
Yes.
Yeah, him.
I really do hope though, like, they bring him over to Checkmate because I would love to see what's his name? The one comedian, Tim Meadows.
Oh.
His reaction to meeting that team.
That'd be funny.
So but yeah, those are the things I'm like really excited about. It's like you're getting a new we're getting more backstory for GI Robot. Yeah. Who's the team? There's a lot of questions.
And did they even say when that's coming out? Was it this year?
Next year.
Next year.
Okay.
Yeah. After Man of Tomorrow.
Yep.
Man of Tomorrow plays a really big part throughout the whole DC.
Which, I mean, yeah, understandable because a lot's going to be happening in that movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
They announced a new anime series, Joker's Laugh Riot.
I think this is gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna end up probably being one of the best DC projects they announced.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be so interesting though because literally the synopsis is Batman dies, and Joker's now playing detective to figure out who killed him because he's like, well shit, Batman's dead now. What do I do? What's my purpose? And he's like, I know, I'll become a detective.
The man who killed the Batman.
And then it just becomes, what's his real role? Like,
yeah.
What do I do? It's like, I'm killing the villains.
So he's going to pretend to be the Batman, basically.
Look at me, I'm the Batman.
Which was one of my favorite The Batman episodes.
Where he dresses up, yeah, that was a good one. And he punishes everyone that did, even the little kid that jaywalked. Or the little kid that
littered.
The little kid that litters, like, really? Okay. But,
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what he thought Batman did. Because, you gotta think of the Joker.
Well, we're gonna see the whole Rogues Gallery, which is gonna be awesome, I think. Mm-hmm. Because he's gonna go up to everyone going, did you kill Batman? Did you kill Batman?
Did you kill Batman? Oh, I wonder who's voicing him.
Probably a non-union actor since it's an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to have Troy Baker.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Because he did do him in Arkham Origins, so that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But we got another TV show, My Adventures with Green Lantern.
That's the one Lorenzo's really excited for. Yeah. Evidently, they introduced her in My Adventures Superman season 3. We're behind 2 episodes. I know.
I'm behind a season, so.
Yeah, so it's okay.
It's alright.
We're all behind.
Really giving a Sailor Moon vibe with what they showed.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I love Sailor Moon. That was a great show.
Okay. You have no taste, but continue.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned because they are changing up her backstory.
That's the one thing I heard that I was a little just slightly concerned about.
Heard Hal Jordan's dead in this universe. Heard Hal Jordan's dead because of Hal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang, so we won't get Hal Jordan.
Possibly. I don't know.
Maybe a flashback.
Maybe.
Oh.
I just hope though that she has to team up with other Lanterns. Give me Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Give me Kilowog. Give me Sinestro too. I think Sinestro would be really cool.
Yeah.
And give me Chip.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do an anime, give me Chip.
Yeah.
Give me the dumb dog. Give me the planet.
Yeah. Give us all Lantern stuff. But then finally, for TV wise, we have
the Cape Crusader Season 2, which a new trailer came just today.
It came out last week. Oh man, that was so good. It takes place right after the events of Cape Crusader Season 1, where you find out Gotham Police trusts the Batman now, the mysterious creature of the Batman. And so we're learning more about these new villains that are coming in, new spins on the villain. I think my favorite one right now is going to be the Mad Hatter. Is going to be a woman, but she's like all broadcast television, so that's going to be kind of really cool.
I like the Riddler's design.
Yeah.
I love the Riddler. The Riddler is very mobster. I love that.
It's like it's something different, which is great, you know?
Riddle me this, Batman. What happens when you don't pay protection? I burn you sitting to the ground.
I really like the way Poison Ivy looks.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't wait for this new season to come out.
And then, what's really cool, I'm looking forward to, is they're doing the full-blown, Batman #1 detective comics where they introduce the Joker. And the Joker was in the shadows. He was just this guy in a chair. He was a one-off villain that people need to understand still today. The Joker was only supposed to be a one-off villain. DC Comics loved him so much that they kept him. And he became the Moriarty to...
I hope that he's just that one episode and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then we'll have the fans just be like, hey, bring it back! Need more Joker!
Well, the thing is, too...
Be like the comics.
Is they don't know if they're gonna do a season 3. They don't know if My Adventures to Superman is getting a season 4. They're just waiting on Cartoon Network's waiting for that. Amazon is waiting to see if they're gonna do it. It's really gonna happen probably. They're just waiting.
I don't think so.
They're just waiting on DC Studios.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why it might not happen. Because I forgot to talk about one other TV show.
No. Well, I was gonna say that one for last.
Yeah, we'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
Because forgot about one other TV show, and that's Absolute Batman.
Yep.
That one, I don't think no one knew about that.
Yeah,
no
one knew about it. I'm very happy that it's happening. I do think though that's going because it's going to be such a big hit. Yeah. I think Cape Crusader is going to cancel.
I think the way they're ending is they're going to end the Cape Crusader. I don't know. I feel like they might do one more season. It all depends on the ratings.
Yeah.
It really all depends on the ratings.
I mean, if it's a big hit, like 100 million people watch it, yeah, of course you're gonna renew it for another season.
Yeah.
But more people, I think, are way more excited for Absolute Batman.
Oh yeah, because it's literally one of the most popular DC comics right now.
It was the #1 trending topic on Facebook, Instagram. And X/Twitter, whatever it's called these days, is Absolute Batman. Man, everyone lost their mind. I couldn't even believe it was real.
Yeah, because you texted me going, Sweetie, holy shit! All caps. Then the boom, Absolute Batman.
Well, the thing is, too, is that a lot of fans have been kind of really, saying this would be a great, great cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
This would be a great anime.
Well, it's not going to be an anime. It's going to be
a CGI 3D.
Which,
I have an issue with that.
You do?
It's supposed to make the spikes feel a little bit real, they said.
I want it to be, if you're going to do this, CG with 2D animation.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
I feel like a lot of people would love that more than just full CG.
Nick is drawing it. And Scott Snyder is running it. Is running this, directing each episode. They're letting him go about this. So, my question is how long has this been in production? How long has this been talked about?
For a while. I'm gonna say because they're literally gonna make up to 50 or more Absolute Batman issues because of how popular it is.
They're talking about they want to go up to 100, but right now it's up to 50.
Yeah.
I think it's based off of two things. Here's me. I think the fact they didn't show anything shows me that there's probably still in pre-production.
Yeah.
Outside of the logo.
Yeah.
So But my question is, when do you think this was proposed? When do you think this was talked about? When do you think they
Probably
I would say sometime last
when
year.
Bane showed up.
Yeah.
I think
Because that was last year.
because I mean it was a big hit when Bane showed up.
Yeah.
I think absolute number one because they kept getting reprinted, kept reprinted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what on the what are we on now? 14th printing or something like that.
I think we're on the longest, highest printing. But yeah, I do believe that this was talked about. I think Scott Snyder had been hiding this because he's more focused about the comic book. But
you have to realize too, and this is the reason why I think it's in pre-production. I think they've been talking about it for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Is mostly because no one knew how big this was going to be.
I think Jim Lee went up to Scott, or Scott went up to Jim and talked about it. Then they said, all right, let's go talk to James.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go talk to James. Let's go talk to Peter about this. And they came up with this idea, and like James Gunn had said, I freaking love this book.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, let's go do an animation.
Yeah.
That seems to be the theme that everyone talked about. I mean, on Wednesdays on Twitter, it is always the one of the most talked about themes once a new issue comes out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You don't get 24 hours. You have to read this book in like less than like an hour.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna start spoiling everywhere. It's literally like an episode of a cartoon.
Well, and it's like, so the one episode I'm curious to see how they're gonna do, because then it's like, oh, we have all these other Absolute characters. Are we gonna get other Absolute series like Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman? Because Absolute Wonder Woman, she shows up in what, issue 15?
But here's the
and
thing.
It's like, okay, that'll be a cool cameo, and we'll get to see her.
I can see them doing that whole. I can see them doing the whole issue as an episode.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I was gonna say each issue is probably like a whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's what? How many pages? Like
30,
something like that.
I'll tell you what the one I'm looking forward to seeing on animation wise, Poison Ivy one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see Poison Ivy one.
That'd be a great one.
Mr. Freeze will look really terrifying.
Oh yeah.
I
can't wait to see the fight with Killer Croc and Batman going up against Bane.
I can't wait to see when we get to the Joker.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And his grown-up babies.
How cool would it be? Like some episodes are 3D, but some episodes are 2D. Like the Joker episode is just all 2D.
Oh, so kind of like in Spider-Verse animation.
Not like that. Kind of like all the back from the past. It's all 2D animation,
mm-hmm.
and then when we get to the present, it's all 3D again.
I want Scarecrow to be 2D.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Don't make him 3D.
No.
2D.
I want it to
make him look weird.
Yeah.
In this world.
And the thing is too, I want it to be creepy still. I still want that creepy finesse of that.
Yeah.
Book.
Oh, it's gonna be creepy because I feel like they're gonna stay true to the comics so that fans are gonna love both the comic and the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Scott is doing this, he's gonna want to keep everything the way it is in the comics.
Yeah. One of the other things, also I'm looking at for this is, I also think they might create new stories for this book, for this series. I don't think it's all gonna be the same. Gonna be like the comic. I mean, Batman the Animated Series did have episodes that were its own.
Mm-hmm.
So, when do you think? You think 28?
I think 28.
28.
I can see end of 27.
Yeah, I can see one episode in 27 and the rest comes out 28.
I don't know, depending on who's doing the animation.
How long it takes,
How long it takes. I'm going to say end of 28, early 29.
Well, if you look at the way...
But you need to have that hype's here.
Yeah.
You have to keep the hype.
Well, they just announced it, so it's like, okay, now maybe... You know, since we just announced it, now they're gonna start working on the concept art. They're gonna start getting the animation style ready. They're gonna try and find that style, make sure it works, do some testing, and say, okay, this works for this, but this doesn't. Go back over it.
They want the spikes to feel like they're popping out.
Right, but animation, I will say, does take a bit of time because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I know.
I remember taking one class in college, and I understand animators' pain.
They announced
it's fun, but it's painful.
They announced Beware the Batman back in 2011. That took a couple years, and then it came out in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
So I'm second 2 years. But I mean, again, this is more of you don't want to lose the hype.
Yeah.
You want to keep this while it's going, because if people start losing hype for this book, or it starts, let's say 5-10 issues start getting bad, then the hype's gonna slowly go down.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
But
because it's just everybody loves it right now.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of people complain about that. Why is there so much Batman again? Why can't we get a Wonder Woman? It's just, I hate to say it.
Batman sells.
Batman sells.
No, to be fair, we have gotten 3 crypto projects and 1 Wonder Woman project.
Yeah.
We've had two Wonder Woman, or 2 Superman projects. I mean, eventually Wonder Woman will be coming in.
Yeah.
Series. Eventually. It's just with with the video I talk about later. DC, it's a different studios. It's a different DC now. You have to know what sells now. And the thing that sells is Batman.
Yeah.
Superman sells now. We'll get to Wonder Woman.
I think Supergirl will eventually sell.
I think Supergirl will get an animated series. Yeah. I think My Adventures of Green Lantern. I do think we're going to see Supergirl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the only reason why I think Supergirl will eventually sell, once it's on streaming, everyone's going to watch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
So, but talking about movies, we have Nightfall.
Yes.
This so pretty.
This movie looks great. Comes out
glorious.
Comes out in the fall.
Which is perfect timing, honestly. Because it's like you got to think we got, some fall holidays coming out.
And with the reviews, I'm very excited because sometimes when they do these adaptations, they fail.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people didn't like Hush. I like Hush. I think the best adaptation for any comedy is New Frontier.
Yeah.
Or
my problem with Hush, I read Hush right before I saw the movie.
Yeah.
And I hated the ending.
Yeah.
It's just a different. I called it. I was telling Kyle. It's like it's just a different twist.
Yeah.
See, I prefer the book more over than the movie because it's just they changed several things in the movie, and I was like really expecting it to be just like the book a little bit.
My thing was as much as I love Jason O'Mara as Batman, when I was reading this book, all I kept hearing was the original animated series Rogues Cast Gallery, all the original guys like Conroy, Hamill, Lester. So that was different, but I still loved the movie. I still think it was a great movie.
My problem is that this is a 3-part movie. What was the other DC project that was 3 parts?
Oh, Crisis.
And how much do we hate that movie?
It's just movie smeh. If they keep the same direction, the way it is, you do Bane breaks the bat, you do Paul becomes the Bat, then you go the Return of the Bat.
Yeah.
What I really am hoping, it just sounds crazy, but this was a book I read when I was like 10 years old. I read the whole 10 or 11. I read the whole series at school, and every time when I was reading this book, I heard score. I heard music. I just want the music to be real. I'm hoping like the music will be good, epic, like it's like from a movie.
And I think it's gonna be good. I mean, IGN already got to see it.
In a 9. I really don't have any complaints about the Batman voice. I get it. I mean, he voiced Batman in Injustice.
Yeah.
It's the same people that did the Injustice animation.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really, really good. I mean, did it need to be rated R? No. I mean, it was a PG-13. It was a PG-13 comic book.
So you want to break the back. You want to see the pain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman. I mean, what the Dark Knight Rises did when Bane broke the Bat's back is nothing compared to what it is in the comics.
What we're gonna see, and I really hope they really stylize that.
I can't wait to see the crunch.
Yeah.
And then it's either they'll leave it off with that, or they'll do the beginning of part 2 where he picks him up, literally yells at Gotham, and then throws him off a building, and Batman just literally rolls.
It's gonna be tough to watch, but at the same time, you're gonna be like, ah, yeah, this is great. This is a great comic book. And then you're like, ooh, but his back, though.
But we're getting back to that 90s animation style.
Mm-hmm.
I loved seeing Tim Drake as Robin again. That brought back some of the memories. I'm really excited to see late Nightwing. I can't wait to see part 2. I think I'm really looking forward to. Because Paul, when he's Batman, I mean, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
But when part 1, thing I want to see is the scene where the Scarecrow spreads fear gas in Batman's face, and he sees the Joker, and literally all he does is he says Jason, 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 and beats the living crap out of the Joker, and the Joker's like, who's Jason? Who is this guy? And he's just punching him and punching him.
Jason.
And yelling, Jason, Jason.
Who the fuck is Jason?
And then, part 3 with Azrael versus Batman. Paul being in the dark and the shadows, he no longer feels like he's Batman. He's lost the mantle of the Bat. And it's Bruce. And it's Bruce. Like, saying, it's alright. You know, it's too much for you.
Not everybody's meant to wear the cowl.
At about nightfall, we have one other movie, the Dynamic Duo. We've got a plot.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
You get more and more excited for this every day.
I think it could be the next Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that.
That to me is what would really say, because it's puppetry, it's animation, stop motion. That's what really excites me with this one. But the plot is 2 best friends. One gets adopted by Bruce Wayne.
The other goes into the Red Hood
gang. So I'm very curious about that. We know it's going to be like... Because the question also is going to be, are they both circus performers?
Yeah.
Or are we going post Crisis where he's not?
It'd be really cool is do a flip-flop. But they're not going to do it like that.
No.
But flip-flop would be Bruce takes Jason in and Dick becomes in the Red Hood. But it won't be like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would anger too many fans.
Too many fans. Yeah. I know the kid who plays Jason Todd in Titans is like you need a voice actor, so he wants to play Jason again. I mean, hey, he did a great job as Jason in Titans.
But yeah, I'm very curious. Like, with that plot, kind of does that mean that is the Joker gonna kill him, or is the Joker maybe he runs the Red Hood gang,
adopts Jason,
you know?
That would be interesting.
And then he fails and starts beating him up with the crowbar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Dick comes in there and saves the day.
And then takes Jason in to Bruce. I can see that.
That'd be kind of interesting. I'm just waiting for the fight between Dick and Jason. I think that'd be really cool.
We will.
Make it build up.
Yeah. We will see Batman, which is cool, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to see the Joker and Batman. And it doesn't have to be part of like the DC studios where like, it all has to connect. Like it's his own thing. I would love it to just.
I just want it to be.
Ooh, you alright?
Yeah, its own thing too.
And then the rumor is that if it does good, they're talking about they'll do the super family next.
Yeah, which would be really cool. What I hope is like at the end of the day, I don't want them to do the super family, but then like your third movie, give me a C-lister, give me someone weird, give me an ambush bug movie with this art style.
Oh, give me Plastic Man, man. That's
Man.
Plastic Man. I feel like is where that would be really good at.
That Plastic Man would be really interesting.
Use the claymation.
Detective Chimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think would be really, really cool. That's mostly what happened at the Annecy Festival. There were really other cool news that came out of there, but not DC related.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited to see what they're going to do with this Friday the 13th movie that they announced.
The Conan Barbarian looked pretty cool.
Yeah, Tarkovsky. Ooh. So excited. And I hope it does well because I really do want Arnold Schwarzenegger to have that final movie. They announced...
Because that was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that was good for the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
And Disney had Hex, and Illumination has the original idea.
I know.
So, kind of interested on that.
Very.
But talking about movies, we did go see Supergirl.
Todd, what did you... Let's just get to it. What did you think of this movie, man?
So, this was a very good, mediocre movie. And I'm happy that I did not read the book before I saw this movie. I know for a fact, if I read that book before I saw that movie, I would have hated that movie.
Yeah. This movie just goes down in score every day.
And it again, I do not think this is a bad movie. I don't want people to sit here and be like, "Oh, you guys hate it." No, this is still a very good movie. This is a movie that I do recommend people to go see. Lobo is amazing. Mm-hmm. Go just to support that and let people know that's what you're going to see Supergirl for.
But I'm not there to recommend it. But so, for an example, was one of my coworkers said, "Can I take my kid to this movie?"
No.
He's only 5 years old. I'm not like. I mean, it's the opening is literally her drinking. As a
That doesn't teach a kid.
Or watching Crypto get shot because that was like one of his favorite characters in Superman. I mean, do you recommend this to kids?
No.
I recommend it to a 10-year-old girl.
A 10-year-old is fine.
10-year-old, yes, but not a 5-year-old.
But there are people who are taking 3-year-olds to this movie, and they're like, "I want to be like Supergirl."
That's cool.
That's. But, I don't know. It depends on your parenting, because, I talk to parents all the time when they come into the comic book shop, and they'll pick up a comic book that's really not meant for kids, and they'll go, would you recommend this for our son or daughter? They're, 5 or 6. I'm like, no. I'm sorry, but no. Because this is the rating on it, and I'll show them the rating, and then I will go a little bit into the book and say, this is why your young child should not read this. But if it's like a kid 10 or older, then yeah, that's fine. But again, it depends on your parenting. Because at a young age, I was watching a lot of movies, especially movies where my dad was like, "Shh, don't tell your mom we're watching this."
I saw Clockwork Orange when I was too young.
Yeah.
I watched Austin Powers when I was 4.
I watched movies like The Punisher, Daredevil, Elektra, like when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old.
My problem was I got in trouble because I was reenacting these scenes at school.
Yes.
I literally did what is it? I did the
Bring in the fun box.
I yelled that out at a blonde woman at Kmart when I was like 4. My mom was so damn embarrassed. My dad had the garage door closed, and I rolled up my 3-wheeler, and I said, "Open the freaking door."
Open the freaking door.
And then probably the one that got me in so much trouble was I was in daycare and I did the Austin Powers striptease.
I laugh every time his parents tell me those stories.
But, you know, back to the Supergirl review. My big problem that I really had with this movie, it needed style. It needed some pizzazz. Like, I'm going to use Lobo as my example here. And I'll let you speak here in a second.
Yeah.
It's like, when you introduce Lobo, it shouldn't be, that's Lobo. And you just, you know, you string. No, it should have been, that's Lobo. Freeze frame. You see the name Lobo at the bottom, and he just goes in this backstory. You just see him, like, shooting people and, like, you know, give me a reason. I didn't really like Supergirl's backstory. Like, I wanted more of the Justice League kind of backstory, like from the cartoon, where she's like, she lived on Krypton, she escaped Krypton, so she knows what essentially a technology paradise looks like. And all of a sudden, it's like, you didn't get that. It's just like, yeah, she was there when her parents died. Okay, that's sad, but it's like, I want to see him go to Earth and be like, not only is her parents dead, but where's all this great tech? Where's my technology? Where's this? Where's that? I am a fish out of water, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. You know, I want her to live on the farm. I know it wasn't going to happen, but I wanted them to reenact that scene where at the end where she's on her horse flying through space. I think that would be great. I think it'd been really cool. They changed her backstory, and she's like Noah. So she's like taking the dog in, she's taking the monkey in, she's taking the cat in, she's taking the horse in. I think that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that's how you could tell that story and have all those weird creatures. Like, all the aliens look dull. All the, you know, the villain looks like a villain. Like, change it up.
That was my big problem. I've been thinking about it every day. Is my biggest problem was that villain. I could not stand the villain. I also felt like, you're right, there's a style. I felt like the director, who made a great job, one of the best adaptations of the live-action Disney movie, Cruella. Mm-hmm. I felt like I feel like he was trying to make a James Gunn movie.
So I don't feel like that. I felt like he was, this is going to sound so weird. I think he was trying to make a Man of Steel movie, but within the mind of James Gunn. Think about that for a minute. Look at the color palette that you got. Look how angry she is. Look at, you know, how she acts, how Lobo acts, how violent it is. It's Man of Steel. It looks and feels like Man of Steel.
It's just the story. I had the biggest problem. And the sad thing of it all is our favorite character in this movie was Lobo, okay? But if you really think about it, you took him out of this story.
Nothing happened. You know?
Nothing, there wouldn't have made a difference. It was, hey, Jason, we know you're hyping him up, so we're going to just throw Lobo in here.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of Lobo in this?
And I think, you know, again, I think it would have been kind of funny. It's like, yeah, that's my ex-boy. Like, give me a backstory with Lobo, like, ex-boyfriend. Because I think that would have been absolutely hilarious. Like, you dated him?
And then the thing that a lot of people were complaining about is, you know, we're going to this alien world. Okay, we're going to this alien world. Why are we listening to 80s? Why is aliens singing 80s music?
Yeah. And you know, one of the big things a lot of people like talk about is like they hate the music choice, not because they're like choosing, you know, bad songs, because these are good songs. What they're really upset about is just like, is a 16-year-old girl listening to 80s music?
Not very many.
And why is she holding headphones? I'm sorry. Like, I feel like you can, like I said, I feel like we were watching a Man of Steel movie. James Gunn's right there. It's like, we need to be more me, so give her headphones. And here's the director going, I have my own vision. And here's the writer going, this is not what I want. You know.
Exactly. And now the thing,
I feel like there's too many cooks in the pot.
This is a thing that I will be bringing up later, is that there is no set of direction because one person is doing a movie, directing a movie, and not, like, overseeing it.
Yeah.
That's my big problem. That's my big problem about this. This needs to be overseen now.
I think it was overseen. I really do think Supergirl was overseen. I just feel like, because I feel like there wasn't much to oversee because this is such a generic story. Again, I feel like the story could have totally been a freaking masterpiece if you added more style to it. But it needed to be a different style.
Yes. It needed to be like... It had to be... It should have been like Women of Tomorrow, the comic book panels. I mean, it's very... Women of Tomorrow is very colorful. It's a different... It's a modern kind of art.
Yeah. And see, my thing is like, here's Superman. This is the problem I have with Supergirl. They played it way too safe.
Exactly. This is supposed to be a studio that's supposed to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new studio, and this is the thing that Lorenzo will say, and I will say exactly what he'll say. This is a new studio, you guys. One movie should not be like, oh, the end of the DC studios is here. That was one movie.
Mm-hmm.
The MCU was the same way.
But like my thing is that Superman felt like a comic book on screen. Supergirl felt like you should have been that comic book on screen.
The thing that also has been irritating me a little bit is that all these girls are coming out on Twitter saying, "Oh, we love the movie." She goes, "Guys just don't know what they like because it's a women's movie." No. To be honest, the number one super heroine comic book movie still is Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good story.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good villain.
Yeah.
Well, the third act. I know. But
and we don't talk about 84.
No one talks about 84.
I know.
Like I said in my review. I was like this. I said I wanted to question my life after seeing that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my fault. But there's nothing wrong with Millie as Supergirl.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is coming from. Where they're like,
people are upset because she it's not their Supergirl. She's not pretty enough.
It doesn't have.
She's gorgeous though.
She doesn't have to be pretty. She is a teen. She is still a teenager in what I look at, even though she's 23.
And she also talks about when she goes, this is what goes on, and this is why people throw his. I don't get it, but like all these people that says like woke and all like that, they're upset because she goes to these press conferences. She's not talking about Supergirl. She's talking about feminism. She doesn't completely dress up. She's not being a woman, and she's like, it's okay for me not to be woman-like. And all the woke people are upset about that.
She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Because I watch, I watch other people like the Critical Drinker.
The thing is too.
That's what they complain about.
The thing is too is this. She's a different kind of person.
Yeah.
She does House of the Dragons.
Yeah.
She's now in this. This is a bigger territory than House of the Dragons, Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. This is DC.
Yeah.
So, and you're playing Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. The things, I mean, what were like two favorite scenes you liked about this movie? What was like things you liked about this movie besides Global?
I did like the bus scene.
The bus scene.
I love the bus scene. I thought that was great. I did like the second opening.
Oh, okay.
Where it's the little girl. That was another thing that kind of like, I'll bring this up here. Like that opening scene of Supergirl getting drunk,
mm-hmm. and
you see the dog. She's on her space. Take that scene out. Open with the scene of the child watching her parents getting murdered and her heading to the first bar.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, I am looking for someone. You just see,
yeah.
Supergirl just drinking. I think that would have said it a lot better.
I think what they should have done too is that these flashback scenes were just here they were.
Mm-hmm.
I think you want to see that bond of emotion with Krypto and Kara, because we see a quick shot of Kara holding Krypto. That was it before Krypto gets shot.
Mm-hmm. I wanted more of an impact for that.
Yeah, that was a real, because Crypto, you introduce this dog, you've sold millions of stuffed animals, and here you are. You just shot Crypto, and there's like no feeling.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the other big scene that I really loved was the big fight scene at the end. Supergirl, Lobo, and the girl. I thought it was great. Outside of everything else, I'm going to flat say, I don't really remember.
I don't remember much about it. Lorenzo saw it, I guess, again. John said it was good. But I'm being told I need to see it one more time. But I feel like if I want to see it again, I'll see it with you guys, and like we just sit down, because at the end of the day, I have this at like a 6 or a 5 now.
I have it at a 6. Because again, you could have turned this mediocre story into something cool. Like, I'm going to use Spider-Verse as an example. Spider-Verse is a very mediocre. Like, if you really take away all the style, all the substance, it's a mediocre story. Okay. Boy gets powers. Boy teams up with people. Fights Bill and saves the day. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. But we love it because it looks like an art piece.
It's literally like just a beautiful animated movie. It's an Academy Award-winning movie.
This one should have been. You should have. I honestly believe this is what they should have done. Cut that budget in half.
Mm-hmm.
Work within your memes, but be creative with it.
Some of my favorite scenes in this movie was, I loved when she was like, she looked at the pirate, she goes, "All right, I gotta do this." She goes, "Where's the sun?" "There's the sun. Give me 1 second." So when she got her powers and she beat the crap out of the pirates, it was great. Lobo scenes were great. I was really smiling a lot when I saw Superman. I will say David Cornsweet is Superman. He really is.
Yeah, he is more and more every time I see him. He grows on me. Because it took me a minute. It really did. Like, are you Superman? I'm still going with Chris Reed.
You look like Superman.
Talks like Superman, but you're not Superman yet.
God.
And I know if I watch Superman again, I think I'll be like, yeah.
Every day I look at it when I'm watching the clip or I'm watching the scene. Because in my house, or because it's constantly me and her, we're always watching Superman scenes at the house. He's just became Superman. He really has.
I think he's really going to be Superman Man of Tomorrow.
They're saying a lot of really good things about this movie so far.
But we also heard a lot of good things about Superman.
I know, exactly.
I heard a lot of good things about Clayface. What to believe?
The one thing I believe is that we're getting a Batman animated series Clayface.
Yeah. That, I am so, at the end of the day, I really am excited for Clayface.
How'd you like the trailer?
I loved it.
With the new scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing a lot of reshoots right now, I guess. There's like a couple scenes they're reshooting again. Because it's because they're saying like the comedy's not fitting in. That's what I've heard, is the comedy's not fitting in right. It doesn't have to be a comedy.
Yeah. Well, I could see it being like, I'm going to use No Way Home, where that comedy didn't always work.
Yeah.
I could see it being like that. It's like, you're kind of forcing the comedy, so let's try to take it out.
And then there's these crazy rumors. You've probably seen them, all these rumors. That,
was it Tom Brittany?
The Tom Brittany, that was a rumor. For people that watch the great John Campea show, he came out, he's talked to a couple of people, he says that he mentioned a couple in like fan casting names, and they kind of looked at him like, yeah, this might be it. This guy, this might be the guy we are thinking about getting.
He also auditioned for Superman.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed about James Gunn is that James Gunn does take his actors, the people that audition for roles, he does use them in the future. He said he wants to work with Tom Brittany again. That may be a thing, that Tom Brittany... I'm not saying that Tom Brittany's Batman. What I'm saying is that that would have been cool, that James Gunn comes out and goes, listen, you're not going to get a role of Superman, but I want to talk to you about a different role. But I need you to audition for him.
Need you to wear the suit. Like what they did with David.
And the thing
I
about
wanted him in the suit.
and the thing about Batman auditions is they take Val Kilmer's suit, the sonar suit, and they audition them all in the sonar suit because that's the suit that everyone auditions in.
My big thing that I'm sitting here going, okay, where are you putting Batman? If you're doing your casting now, where are you putting Batman? Because it's not for the Batman movie, because that's not for years. So why are you doing casting calls for Batman?
So there's this rumor that they're moving forward with this Deathstroke and Bane story.
Mm-hmm.
I keep coming up with this. I keep thinking an idea would be awesome. We'll make Batman the villain.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, because I would love it to be where, like, Damian goes to Gotham, and the League of Assassins are like, Bane, Deathstroke, go.
Meet Ra's al Ghul. I would love to introduce Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Because you kind of, if you're going to introduce Damian into the story, you got to introduce Talia, unless you're going to change Damian's whole story.
Yeah. Which I don't think they should do.
No. But at the same time, you're kind of rushing that story.
Yeah.
So unless you're doing, like, Brave and the Bold, like, kind of that episode of Brave and the Bold where, like, where's Batman? And you just see him with Talia, like, trying to stop her father. That would be interesting. I would love, the more I'm thinking about how James Gunn should do Batman, I know this is going to sound so weird and you're going to look at me like I'm a crazy person. 60s James Bond.
No. Because here's the thing, they don't know what they're doing with this character. Yeah. They really don't. They're having a hard time with Batman. This is why Batman isn't out right now. But then again, people need to be patient with Batman.
I think with Batman, I think what they're doing. I think this is the reason why they're auditioning. I think he's going to show up either in a cartoon, connecting to something, or he is in Clayface.
Well, we did get his silhouette in Creature Commandos. But that was just a silhouette.
But can you imagine?
That would
you
be
hear
cool.
a voice. Mr. Miracle. I mean, we have Diana Duel. What if the Diana Duel is connected to I hope not.
No.
But that's because of different reasons altogether.
I mean, a lot of people are hoping because Clayface is being reshot, they're hoping they're going to see Batman. I can see just James Gunn doing it again, the silhouette for Batman.
I want it to be the silhouette. I would love it to be the Batmobile.
I just want to see the Bat Signal, actually.
Or that one of those two.
Because one of my favorite moments in the Penguin series is that last scene where Penguin's getting told Gotham is yours now. No one can stop you, and all of a sudden you just see the Bat Signal show up. I said, that's what you need to do.
Yeah. So, but I am very curious, because I can see them picking him now, if you need a voice, or something like that, like, because you want to keep, if you're going to do the whole voice actors play the live action roles, there you go.
What do you think about this rumor that James Gunn is going to end up probably helming Batman?
I really don't. I really hope he doesn't, but it would be okay if he did. It's one of those things where, like, I want somebody else, but maybe James Gunn is the right person. It all depends on what you're doing, because I'm hearing rumors that he's in his 50s. I'm hearing rumors it's going to be dark. I'm hearing, you don't want to be campy, obviously.
No.
But I mean, like, give me James Bond.
He's been saying that like in interviews, like, we have it's like we're working on the script. I keep hearing this is one of the most difficult characters right now.
I can see that, because it's like, what are you doing? Everyone loves the Batman, so you can't. And if you copy the Batman,
it's not that. It's just
Well, let me finish it.
Yeah.
You can't copy the Batman. You can't make it dark. You can't make it gritty. So you can't copy the Batman Begins. You sure as hell can't make it campy.
No.
Okay, so where's that fine line? Where do you add? How do you add the fantasy into something that's realistic?
So probably the best version I can think of for that Batman, of course, is going to be Batman the Animated Series, the Justice League Batman, technically Schumacher did do, even though it was like corny in Batman Forever, but the Batman scenes were dark. Weren't that dark, but they were like that right tone.
I'm hoping James Bond meets Dick Tracy. I think that's the best way to do it. I think because you want someone that is big, sexy, oh yes, say I'm Batman, and the woman falls into his arms. Like that's what you need. But you need Gotham City to be stylized. You need the villains to be stylized. This is where it's so weird because it's like, but at the same time you have to make it real.
Yeah.
I want to see the dynamic of okay, Lois is like dating Superman, and she sees Bruce Wayne.
Like from that episode.
Exactly. They know that Batman's out there. That's been the theme. Is Clark. Batman exists out there. Clark does not know about him yet. So.
Or maybe he does. We just haven't really talked about it.
Like, I could see them all showing up. I mean, this could, Man of Tomorrow is starting to sound more like a small little prelude to Justice League.
I really do hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not the case. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because one, you kind of already did that with Superman.
Yeah.
I want this to be Lex Luthor and Superman's story. With, Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart and all them kind of on the sideline. That's why I'm kind of hoping that the plot is, the government going after the metahumans. Because this would be a prime example to bring in Blue Beetle.
Yep.
And, the government's like, step out, Jaime Reyes, Which I think would hit so hard on so many levels if they did that.
They're hitting things that happen that is going on in the real world.
Yeah.
Superman, it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, it also depends on what happens with Jon Stewart. For all we know, Jon Stewart gets arrested at the end of Lanterns, and now he's in prison with Lex Luthor. That's why he's there. Who's Matthew Lillard going to be?
Right. Well, whatever happens with what's going on at DC Studios is safe.
Oh yeah.
They did talk to not David Ellis. Yeah,
I mean, the worst case scenario, James Gunn leaves.
David Ellis really likes where it's going.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like I said, that's the worst case scenario. DC Studios is going to say you're still going to make DC content no matter what. Batman still sells. No matter what happens.
No matter what. No matter what, Batman ain't going anywhere. Superman ain't going anywhere.
And they just want it to be its own separate studio. Yeah. That was the whole point of this. They just brought James Gunn in there because they were like, hey, let's do the Disney route. Let's have a businessman and a creative run the studio. We have our Walt Disney, James Gunn. We have our Roy Disney, Peter Safran. Yeah. Makes sense. And we don't want, and there's, we look at Marvel, look what's going on with Marvel because Kevin Feige's running it.
Because Kevin Feige is he's the only person.
You don't have a creative at Marvel. It's Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
And that's why, that's one of the reasons why I think it fails. Because it used to be a two-man...
It was a two-man job.
Two-man job.
Like Paul Motter and...
Yeah. And you can say whatever the hell you want to say about Paul Motter. You could say he was a dick. You could say he's an asshole, a racist, whatever. If you want to know something, he made Marvel Studios what it is.
Yeah.
All right, your toy.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we've done the DC game. It's either work gets too crazy or we all get sick. I'm getting over a allergy cold as it's freaking hot out. But I went out of my way, went to hunt down Target first week.
He found it his target.
In first week. So we got the first wave Mattel Batman figure. Really well done with the box. I love the Dan Mora Batman they have on here. Classic DC logo.
I mean, it looks a lot better than the photos.
It really does. So yeah, I mean, this looks like something that I would grab from like Toys R Us when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So, all right, let's do it.
But Adam, it's ruined its value.
I got a second one at home.
But you opened the box.
No.
Oh.
I have a second one at home. I also have He-Man toys now.
He-Man.
Just He-Man and Skeletor.
Yeah.
Not Fisto.
Couldn't find them yet. So right off the bag, we got the gadgets. This is kind of cool. I do like this.
Old school.
No, for years, action figures never really had this. They had like one or two. So you got like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You got a bunch of batarangs. You got the bat grappling hook. The thing I do miss about the old Batman toys is that you would be able to shot out the grappling hook and you would be able to hook it up onto your wall or something. So this is pretty cool. This is like you can hang up your gadgets. Like if you took a box or
make a bat cave.
Yes, very much so. Actually, fun fact, you can use a foosball table to become a bat cave. It's really cool, actually. And then, like a poker table, you can turn that into a bat cave as well. Just from experiences. Their tape. Right now, looking at it, it is cloth. I love that it's cloth. I was never a fan of the plastic because when plastic was plastic, you know, you couldn't have that style if you wanted to take your Batman figure and jump it off a bookshelf or you're sliding down like you're gliding. It
doesn't give you that same. There's no imagination with it. It takes it out of it.
It does, very much so.
Yeah, you want to see the cape go whoosh. Yeah, you want to see that cape action.
That's why I've always been like a fan of when like Mattel did it for the Batman cartoon, or what is it? The Batman Begins, or the original Kenner Batman action figures. The capes were always cloth, but until like New Adventures. So, here he is. He's gray and blue.
Gray and blue.
That
Gray and blue.
comes up in my head every now and then.
You're welcome.
Man from Gotham wore the gray and blue.
I watched that as a kid too, and that got stuck in my head even then.
You know what we should do when we go to, if we go to Grand Rapids Comic Con?
Yes.
We should sing that.
Yes. Please. This is a really nice Batman. I wish I had my Spin Master Superman with me.
Is that the one we threw around?
Yes. So, yeah.
Turn that baby around. Let's people see him.
Yeah, let's not just see the back of his cape.
This is actually a perfect action figure for kids too. I really hope to see kids grab these figures because I do not want to be always looking in the toy aisle and it's just me and a bunch of grown ass men.
Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, really good articulation. You can put stuff in. Yeah, you can put stuff on the.
Yeah, and the belt comes off actually, which is cool. I was watching videos about that and the toy, watching pictures. He's just a really cool Batman. My dad's gonna look. He's gonna do that every time.
Well, I was trying to make him strip, but
you were trying to make him do the Bat Tootsie.
Can I do it?
Might.
Put his belt back on.
Yep.
Looks weird without his belt.
It's really
He
cool.
needs it to hold up his undies.
It's really cool to see that you can take the belt off. You make the villain can take off the belt. You know, have him hang up.
Your utility belt,
Have him hang up.
Batman.
Have him hang upside down.
So, I do have a question for you.
Yeah. What's up?
This is more of a movie question because we're talking about underwear. Should Batman wear underwear?
Yes. I want to see it.
I still think Batman's gonna be more armor, like more padded armor still.
I think what would be really kind of interesting. I would like it to see multiple eras of Batman.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him be like, I put underwear on me now because of you, Superman.
I would like to see.
If Superman's doing it, I'm doing it.
I'd like to see like Batman. Like there's an era like we get to see that 1939.
Yeah.
Yeah, that suit. And then we see the Hush suit. Like
I want to see like different eras. Like I want to see an era where it's Batman. He's dark, menacing,
mm-hmm.
and then New Frontier where he scares the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I got to change things up, and he changes things up again.
He goes up to Alfred. Alfred, it's not working. I'm scaring the kids. It's not what I'm trying to go for.
He goes. Then he does another one where like the heroes, more metahumans are showing up. So he's like, I'm going to be more like the metahumans.
Mm-hmm.
So he changes it up again, and now he's putting his underwear over everything. Maybe
Superman's got the right idea.
Give me armor. Like things are getting a little bit too. Bane shows up like.
Yeah, you're gonna
breaks his back or something.
I want to see, this would be cool to see that symbol. I imagine we're going to probably get the black symbol.
Yeah.
I would love to see a suit where it's the original yellow, the oval.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, okay, this was the past suit, like, kind of like with Michael Keaton's armor in The Flash.
I would love to see, like, in the Batcave, because I want the Batcave to be super cool. Like, I want this to be like, give me futuristic Batman animated series, big giant computer.
I want to see the dinosaur, the TV.
I want the dinosaur. I want the giant goddamn penny.
I was gonna say the penny, yeah.
The ultimate Batcave.
But can you imagine just rows and rows of different bat suits?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Especially in the cases that he has.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool about it with the comic books is that they play homage to the costumes. You could take the costumes from the Warner Brothers lot, just put them all over there.
Yeah.
But you don't have to say just one. You don't take is the Robert Pattinson suit because I'll just destroy canon.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you could
I'll do it.
You could take George Clooney's suit. You could take Val Kilmer's suit. You could take.
But give me different suits for different occasions. Just.
I want the aqua armor for Batman.
Yeah.
I just want it to be gray and blue. I just want to see what the gray and blue would. I mean, gray and blue looked. We had it in the Flash, and it actually didn't look that bad. And this Superman is so colorful that I want to see the gray and blue on Batman. I mean, if you have to go gray and black, then fine. That's cool. But
gray and black, gray and black.
As well.
The man from Gotham wore the gray and black. I can imagine James Gunn sitting there going, okay, so what's this suit? Okay, it has to work with the gray and blue song. Alright, let's see here. Red and white. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay,
No.
But, like, he was something on Creature Commandos. There were extra scenes in Batman. And he's like, I'm not ready. More silhouette.
Make it darker.
Yeah, make it darker. I mean, it's still one of the greatest shots in the
I am.
series.
The only thing that really does concern me with him is that he was a pretty big Batman.
He looks like this. That's what he looks like.
No, he does not. He looks bigger than that.
He looks more like Hush Batman.
A little beefier.
We got.
He looked like absolute Batman a little bit.
Hey, awesome.
Just a little bit, but not.
Not as big.
Yeah, not as
but,
big.
But that might be armor too.
Can you imagine that's the Batman he picks?
That'd be awesome.
Just like, screw it, we're just gonna do absolute Batman.
Everything's absolute Batman. Absolute Batman gets a comic. You get a movie. You get an action figure. You get a television series. You get it all.
You get absolute Batman. You get absolute Batman. You get absolute Batman.
So, talking about Batman, let's go to our final thing before we go to Alanna's pick.
So, we haven't read it yet, but could you talk about what happened? I know they introduced Alfred's...
Alfred's, like, I guess, daughter, niece, I don't know yet.
And then it looked like I heard Ra's al Ghul was in this too?
Okay, so yes, this was not a very good book.
Okay, so we're starting to lose...
I am... they're just setting everything up
Okay.
again. My big issue that I really had with this book was they talk about Batman goes to the doctor and tells him the story between him and Damian.
Okay.
Why? Like this had nothing to do with the story. This really actually took me out of this. Why are you telling her this? She doesn't want anything to do with you. Why are you talking about this? And you're bringing in the fact you hanged out with a terrorist. Like you're not doing yourself any, you know.
This is something like Adam West would have done. Adam West's Batman would have done to try to be with Miss Kitka.
You know, like it doesn't add anything to the story. I don't know why it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Outside the fact that you want to give people, you know, a recourse on, you know, Damian and that backstory. I don't get why this is here.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the Penguin and its side plot. Like, yeah, we're going after the Minotaur. You went after us, we're going after you. And I will say this. The other thing that really took me out. Okay, where do you live now, Bruce?
Yeah.
Where's your home?
Like, but yet, your final panel, you're at home, and you're talking about how you have all the security systems at your house, and some random person just rang the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are you at? Like, you're not at your manor anymore, you blew up your manor. There's so much continuity right now, and I feel like you kind of wrote yourself in a corner there, Matt Fraction, until you actually do your big thing, which could be the bad seeds. I have no idea, but it's just like This issue was another issue of just setting everything up like it was with the last issue, like it has been with every issue. I'm sorry, that's all these issues have been. It's just been setting up. Like Commissioner, I guess I can't call him Commissioner Gordon, but it's just like
It's Gordon.
Yeah, it's Gordon. It's Officer Gordon and, you know, Detective Bullock. You know, you had a cop going, you guys used to be good cops. What's going on? You know.
It's just doing all this stuff. I do feel like it's all set up for this bat seed, whatever this bat seed is.
Yeah. Which I really am excited to see what they're gonna do with Harvey Bullock, because Harvey Bullock's like, okay, I gotta protect this kid. That film, you know, the cop that got shot. But it's just, like I said, it's just setting up and setting up. I mean, the art looks great. I'll give it that. But, like, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Just
you
like
told...
Hush too.
And you told me this is supposed to be standalone stories. I'm not getting standalone stories.
Yeah.
I don't know where this Batman's going. I'll tell you what though. What's been really good lately is Superman. Superboy Prime's
Oh yes,
Superboy Prime's been awesome. I'm like, they did him like Superman the animated series. And he goes, why am I like this? It's transforming each. I like the little romantic one with what's her name? Fire the fire.
She's a witch.
Fire witch.
Fire witch. Yeah, that was so cool.
She's like, wait a minute, I can't possess you. Oh well, see you later.
Yeah.
But I can. I'm Manchester Black, and I'm back.
Yeah.
The guy who works at the comic book store is Superboy.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I thought that was gonna go. I thought that was gonna like not be good. Like this whole thing, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be
Yeah,
good.
it was
I'm like,
good though.
I'm gonna say that Superman run right now is pretty good.
yeah, it's really the shocking. I was like, oh wow, this is actually really good.
I kind of dropped it though.
I was getting ready to drop it. I'm like, why is this in my file? I'm like, all right, let me read it. I'm like, okay, here it is. This is actually really good. I'm like, all right, I'll pick up this next one.
See where it goes.
Mm-hmm. But if you tell me this Batman's gonna start getting disappointing, I'm like, man. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Batman.
Maybe we'll do another episode where you guys talk about it.
Batman survives.
But yeah,
He's okay.
it's
So.
just
You don't know where it's going.
I know where it's going, but you're setting up way too much.
Excuse me.
Especially when you told me this was supposed to be standalone stories. Where are the standalone stories? You know.
It's a little misleading.
Yeah. But I am curious. Again, this is the problem that I have with this book, with his Batman run. He ends on good cliffhangers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am very curious to know, who's this new Pennyworth?
Right.
What's this Midnight Keys?
Why is she all of a sudden here?
Why was she asked by Alfred to be here?
Exactly.
But the bigger question comes into, is this actually going to go anywhere?
Who knows? It's supposed to all be hush.
Because again, we had this romance. Where did that go? Nowhere.
Where's
We're
Barbara?
now, Barbara's in prison. They actually do mention that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
They mentioned that whole thing, so.
Yeah, they're mentioning the Minotaur, but it's like, this was 5 episodes later. Like, when are you gonna finish that story? Now you're introducing a new villain. Is that villain actually gonna stay?
Right.
Yeah.
It's just nothing here. You do one thing, and then you go in a completely different direction, and then you come back to it, and you're like 5 issues later. I do think that the Pennyworth thing is gonna be in the next issue.
Yeah.
Is the Midnight Keys or whatever it's called? Is that gonna be something that's gonna be brought up right away? Probably not. And unfortunately, it's just like, I'm still reading it because I'm still curious to see what's gonna happen, and I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Mm-hmm.
You still got me. You still got me hooked, but for how long?
Right.
Yeah.
But moving on, so we'll see what happens with Batman. But Alanna,
what's your pick?
What's your pick for the week, sweetie?
I had a few actually, but I'm gonna stick to one and save the others. Because I was trying to decide which one I wanted to actually talk about. The one I am going to talk about today, and the others I'll save for next time, is I recently reread the Batman Catwoman wedding special.
Okay.
Because, as we all know, we're getting married. So I was like, I love this book. I'm going to reread it again. And as I reread it today, or not today, but when I reread it, I was like, man, this was a pretty good book. I mean, ending is a little sad, I will say, but it shows Batman and Catwoman throughout the years, and just how their whole relationship is just going, up and down and up and down, and then eventually just like comes to like a steady, like, I wouldn't say like steady drop, but like, just it goes steady. And eventually they get married, and they have their daughter, who becomes Huntress later on as she grows up. Batman starts having health issues, but Selina is always there by his side. I mean, she's still Catwoman, but now it's Batman and Catwoman both fighting alongside each other as they continue their journey as as husband and wife. And it was just like cute seeing the Christmas section where it's like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and you have their daughter, and she's got her own little cats because her mother. So, but it's just like, obviously Alfred's gone at that point, but you see how their dynamic really comes together, and it comes together really well. And as like Bruce and Catwoman get older, you can definitely see that Batman, even in his old age, still trying to fight crime as Batman, but eventually, he passes on, and Selina is obviously upset by that, and her daughter is just trying to make sure her mom's okay. Meanwhile, she's doing her own stuff, and her mom's like, well, you gotta be careful, and she's like, yeah, but you also gotta be careful too, Mom. You're not what you used to be anymore. And it ends...
Bitch, please.
Well, and it ends with Selena finding a cat, and she's in an alleyway, and she gets shot. She literally dies the way Martha Wayne dies, because the guy was like, "Give me your necklace," and she's wearing pearls. So, it's a bittersweet ending, but it was just like, well, at least they had the life that they didn't think would be possible, and so I really enjoy that story, honestly. And I also really like the Batman Catwoman comics that also came out that this one has.
Why?
Because that was pretty good too, especially with the villain in that story.
The Phantasm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which also the comic covers for that whole comic, they were great. I love them.
The homage, one of my favorite one was the homage to the Batman Mask of the Phantasm comic.
Yep.
Was cool.
Which is one of the coolest covers, and I actually still have one in the comic shop to this day, and I'll just like take it off the shelf and I'll be like, yeah, this is a great cover. Great story. Hey,
How much?
it's back. It's in the $5 bin. Yeah.
Why haven't you bought it?
Because he has it.
Well, you need your own copy.
Oh, no, it's with me.
Well, then he needs a new copy.
No. What is his becomes mine.
Is that true, Adam?
Welcome to married life.
Man, no, yes, it's a special, but I recommend it. It's mostly a Christmas special, like it's considered the holiday special, but it's a pretty thick book. It's not, it's not a thin graphic novel. It's a pretty thick one because it does have a little bit of extra content to it, but I just overall enjoyed it. Like, for any Catwoman fans or any Batman Catwoman fans, I recommend that book to them whenever I do find those people. It's an every now and then type of thing. But
you can't recommend the one Batman Catwoman book.
I mean, I could, but I don't know if I should.
I mean, you could. It's your job to sell that.
Yeah, it is.
It is your job to sell Tom King.
I know, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to recommend this book. Not saying that Tom King one wasn't bad.
I like I said, I still blame the editors.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that bad. But at the same time, I'm not actively,
I think if it didn't get spoiled,
yeah,
I think it would have been a different. I think people would look at that book differently. Yeah. But the fact that book got spoiled and comp shops were having weddings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that was just the one pick I was going to share this week. My other two books, I was going to either it was going to be this one or it was going to be either Women of Tomorrow, or now that it officially ended, it was only 4 issues, but it was still great. It was Sirens Loves Hurts. So I don't remember if I
think you actually
talked about that one.
I think you talked about it.
Not the full book.
Yeah, you don't talk about issue 1 because I think you were like, because we didn't read it.
Oh. Yeah, I read it.
And so you made it your pick of the week. It's issue 1.
Just issue 1 though, but I finished the whole series, and so it's like, yeah, I think I would have add that to my pick of the week. So
maybe we'll talk about it once it comes in trade.
Yeah.
Should be coming out probably around September.
I do have people asking about that, and I'm like, no, not yet. I don't have it yet.
Surprised it's not on the. Wonder if it's on the DC collection. Where it's got all the upcoming books.
It is a Black Label book, I will say. So.
Oh my!
Well,
do you see Bat Dick?
You get down to the Bat Dirty.
No, but you do see Batman. It's fun. You see Batman in bed with Catwoman, and he's still wearing a cowl. But you can tell he's like obviously naked. And she's like, I want to see what's under that cowl.
Nope, nothing but justice.
No, but so it's what's funny is they're trying. She's trying to get info from him.
I'm just imagining him being like, okay, let's get in bed. And he goes, let me see what's under Justice. And he handcuffs her to the bed.
Kinky.
And then the cops show up.
No, but it's funny because, like, she's trying to get info from him about the villain. And meanwhile, she's trying to get info from him as they're making out. And I'm just like, you know what?
Hey, whatever floats their boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, with that should be the end of the DC gang. I'm Todd.
I'm Alanna.
I'm Adam. We'll see you all next time.
Read more comics.
Yeah, read more comics. Stay cool.
Happy 4th, everyone. Happy 4th, everyone.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.